Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Underrail. So, I believe this is the 11th episode. We just completed Depot A, which is basically the point in the game where the game tests you to see if you're good enough at combat, and we're able to kill things decently well enough with our shotgun and our grenades. In our metathermics magic. Yeah. And this is all the loot that we got from going to that place. In fact, I'm actually gonna recycle that because that's not really that much of loot. This is pretty good for some characters because it increases your traps by 7 and lockpicking by 7. So like a lot of my characters just don't have, and in fact I think this character can at this point get rid of this gun. And maybe we'll pick up this knife. So that in the future we can scout traps faster. Or we can lockpick things slightly higher. Like if there's a level 10 lockpick, we might be able to pick it if we have a Mach 2 lockpick, which allows us to have 5 extra lockpick skill. And in fact, we might have 3 lockpicking because we have so much mechanics. What's our lockpicking? Yeah, our lockpicking's at 5. So that means when we wear this, we have 12 lockpicking. So we can open up places that have 10 lockpicking if we wanted to without having to do much, which is nice. But yeah, we're just going to recycle these items because you always need repair kits in this game. They're good for repairing things you want to sell, and they're also good for obviously repairing the things that you want to use to deal damage with. Trying to think of what I want to sell here. I really want to sell these knives and crossbows if I can. Oh, these are just crossbow parts, I see. We sold everything to land we already have, yeah. What about you? I think we want caltrops. I want your plants. Let's go talk to Fixer real quick. Junkyard Carpenter. Hey, Abram wants to see you if you're up for some action. He's waiting for you in the caves west of Junkyard Gate. Dangerous stuff's about to go down, so if you're coming, come well prepared. What's this about? That's all I know. Got it, thanks for the info. So that's that quest I was talking about that's worth 1,000 Stygian coins. But yeah, he's right. There's a lot that you have to do, so you have to come well prepared for it. Or come with stealth. One of the two. Almost running out of syringes. We need bandages. I think we're good on health hypos and stuff for the time being. I hardly ever purchase like band-aids and health hypos, but sometimes you purchase band-aids early on. I don't care about these goggles. Don't think we need any of those things. You can build a taser. If you're a melee character, tasers are pretty nice. If the person doesn't fully resist your electrical damage, it will stun them for a turn, which is really nice. I don't think we're going to build a taser for this character. I like using grenades and stuff. Let's just go back home then. Go back home. We got the armadillo circuit board piece. Go tell Tanner. We got it. Lift to SGS. Here you go. This is the part of the game where it really opens up, which is nice. Oh, right. I can also talk to him about the black eels. I found that armadillo drill, what's it called? That's excellent news. I'll get this to Harold so he can start repairing the drill immediately. This will aid us in clearing the tunnel significantly. I don't have anything more for you to do right now, Sophia. Go and take some rest. You've more than deserved it. Yeah, I believe this is a bunch of XP that we get. Core City outskirts, 2 hours later. Or 2 hours earlier, my bad. We've checked 5 kilometers of the North Tunnel, Commander. All is clear. There are no new cave-ins. Got hit by a couple of aftershocks, but they aren't anything serious. He nods. We felt them here too, but I think it's over now. Maybe I spoke too soon. Wait, that's not an aftershock. Dang, perfectly landed on that drill. This guy would have gone 2 steps further, he would have killed that guy. Oh, we got 3 XP. That's a little bit, I guess. Plus the what's it called? The wrist computer for Fallout. It's 3 XP as well. Let's go to the comments again. Talk to Tanner. Gorsky and Tanner seem to be in the middle of conversations, so I'm heading there now to see what the hell is going on. And considering the severity of the situation, don't expect my return anytime soon. He nods in agreement with what Gorsky said, returning to you. We'll need your assistance with this as well. Some sort of an attack has been carried out against Core City up north a few hours ago. The reports are sketchy, but apparently the faceless are involved somehow. Those are the tunnelers we talked to old Jonas about all the way at like episode 3. My contact tells me the faceless use their tunneling machines to circumvent the city's outermost defenses and deployed their forces just outside the city, cutting off tunnel to the north. They haven't attempted to invade the city itself though, not yet anyways. It is clear that they attacked this particular spot. It is clear why they attacked this particular spot. If help was to arrive from the Protectorate up north, it would have to pass through the North Tunnel. But since the tunnel is now controlled by the Faceless, it would be the easiest thing in the world for them to simply just collapse it, delaying the Protectorate deployment indefinitely. They obviously wouldn't need that tunnel themselves, they make their own. All this seems very strange. Faceless don't usually attack unless provoked. We know they don't like the Protectorate much and are known to skirmish with them on occasion, but as far as I can remember, they've never waged war on an independent station. That's not all, I'm afraid. In addition to reports from Core City, we've also seemed to receive a distress signal for a rail crossing. They're having troubles of their own. We don't have any details regarding this, but apparently Faceless are involved here as well. Who are the Faceless exactly? Thing is, no one really knows. They live somewhere, or maybe everywhere, in the tunnels far below, lower than most humans could endure living. They wear masks, never showing their face, hence the name. Many stories of them and their origins circulate the Underrail, but it's impossible to tell which ones are true. Ask around if you're curious. Oh, gee, thanks. You telling me anything about Core City? The city that lies on the border between North Underrail. It's controlled mostly by the Protectorate in the United States, and the South Underrail, which is where we are. Gorsky smirks. Land of the free. Core City spans both lower and upper Underrail, but since the upper railroad connections have all collapsed, the city's lower Underrail North Tunnel is the only connection between the connection to the Protectorate territory. What do you want me to do? I want you to find out what's going on in rail crossing and assist them if you can, and report back to me. Avoid engaging at the Faceless if possible. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If you can find out what's causing them to attack these places, that would be helpful. I'm heading out to Core City myself to check out the situation there. You should meet me there as soon as possible. Look for me in the Hardcore City bar. Vera has a job for you as well. Be sure to speak to you before you set out. Alright, I'm off. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Yeah, so old Jonas moves up here now. Kitty. Yeah. Oops, didn't mean to open that guy. Don't mind me. Now we can buy TNT from Lucas, which is nice. So, Core City, he shakes his head a few times. Apparently there's an entire army of them up there. Well, if you're out, you better stock up. You got some new gear. Nice, there's more shotgun frames. A rebel type shotgun. A Despo. Ooh. Man, I wish I would have bought my lame guns. Okay, we'll have to go back home. That's no big deal though. Or back home. Back to Junkyard. I need to get to Junkyard. Give her 25 SGS credits. Right back to SGS. Cat's always jumping over me. She's so funny. I love her though. Alright. He does want a helmet, that's nice. He only wants 2 firearms though. So we'll give him these 2. We're gonna want that at some point, but not now, I think. Our current shotgun is a Rebel. Thinking we should get the more expensive one. Then we need a long barrel. Sure. Quite a lot of stuff, but it's okay. Reason we have money. 46 to 92. So it's basically better than mine. It's a singular damage lower, but the minimum damage is higher. And it's got much better accuracy. Wish there was a way to like increase the crit damage or crit chance. Well, that's the cool part now, is now that we have a new shotgun, we can sell this old one, which is worth $7,000. Seems pretty nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go immediately. Actually, let's go grab our guns. We kind of need them. Sorry, there's a lot of back and forth this episode. Back to Junkyard. Let's go grab our guns. We're gonna bring them to Core City. Dang, we're quite a bit overweight, unfortunately. Do that. Extract humor. That'll help us a little bit. Can make incendiary grenades. Bunch of mine shrooms. How many ampules do I have? I have 70. That's fine. You have the process, yeah. Sure. Okay, all. Yeah. Sort all that stuff. Eat some rat hound. We're fine. Easy peasy. Yeah, usually crafting things condenses your weight. So, let's go to Core City. A man spots you from far away, lifts his index finger and points right at you. His long legs close your distance quickly. As you raise your head more and more, you do realize he's probably in need of a ladder in order to speak to him and not strain your neck. While his coat seems to be in decent condition, including a few bullet-sized holes and off-colored patches, his boots, on the other hand, won't last him much longer, and his waist belt fits him as tightly as a hula hoop. He stops in front of you, fingers still aimed down at your nose, and speaks. Yeah, you, yes, you. You look like someone who's got food. No, don't deny it. I knew it from the moment I saw you. You have food. Can I help you? Hey, pal. Let's not lie to each other. The real question is, can I help you? Can you? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. But first, let me properly introduce myself. I'm John the Beautiful, am I not? Now that we're done with that, listen here. I've been living in Core City for quite some time now, and I've learned many of its secrets, even some of the most hardcore ones. And I happen to be hungry all the time. Understand, pal? I tell you interesting 100% useful things in exchange for what? Food? You get it. That's what I'm talking about, pal. You're not as dumb as you... Okay. So here's the deal. You can find me near the entrance to the Hardcore City bar. It's usually where I hang out. If you don't know where that is, me first, and then I'll explain it. So, bring that delicious food of yours. We can discuss things in the future, pal. Yeah, whatever. Hey, pal. I know we'll be talking about it soon. Again soon. I have got a 7th sense for these sort of things. 6th sense is the food detector. See you later, pal. Yeah, that's John the Beautiful. Basically, he's like the guide of this game. If you want to know anything about this game, just go talk to John the Beautiful. We're immediately going to go to the Hardcore City Bar and ask for Gorsky. Yeah, Core City can be very confusing your first time because the map doesn't track where you are here. A man wearing concealing robes comes up to you. His garment seems spotless and well kept and exudes a pleasant smell. He then places his hand in his chest, making a long, clean nails visible, and after taking a small bow, starts speaking in a Pacific? Okay. Balmy voice. Whatever. To court is evolution, traveler. I can see that you are busy, so I won't take much of your time. My brothers and sisters and I are members of the Institute of Court, an institution which studies and celebrates a magnificent being called Court, as you may have already guessed. His voice reveals more and more excitement as he speaks further. Why is it magnificent, you wonder? Well, it is a primordial creature that has the ability to regenerate itself and adapt to new environments. With each regenerative cycle, it has technically tailored itself to survive in any environment, potentially living forever. I know it sounds impossible to you, but it is true. At this very moment, we are trying to utilize its remarkable ability to direct the human evolution to a point where we too can walk to the surface and leave this constricting underground world. To quote our founder Iden, we can and we must. I will take even more of a second of your time. If you find what I told you fascinating, which I hope you do, sister, you can seek Minister Percival on the upper level of Core City, just next to the JKK headquarters, and listen to his lecture on Torquism. It explains our ideology in greater detail. Thank you, and to court guide you. I'll have to think about this Percy guy so long. Alright, here's the Hardcore City Bar. And of course, one of the best ways to get information is from a bartender. You walk towards the buff barkeeper, but somewhere along the way a mug flies before your eyes from left to right and collides with some poor squeezer's head. The blow sends the fellow to the floor, face first, while everybody around him laughs at his misfortune, including the barkeeper. You finally approach him. He yells at you, as it seems to be the only way to be heard in this place. Welcome to the Hardcore City Bar, a place where the most hardcore meet to have a drink. I haven't seen your pretty face before. I'm Jean, the owner, and this is my beautiful wife. Harriet, name your poison, love. I need to talk to Gorsky. He leans forward and speaks in a whisper. Absolutely. Take this key here, and use the back entrance. It's just around the corner. Go out to the corner to the north. He winks and then laughs and continues talking loudly. That was a good joke. Very funny. Alright. I mean, Gorsky are pals or something. He was just about to take a sip from a glass filled with viscous, blood-red liquid, but upon seeing you, he puts it down. Good. You're here. There's work to be done. What's going on? Why are you holed up here? Those pompous gits. The oligarchs. They think they can cut me off from what's happening. I came here to stand against the faceless, and yet they told me in no certain times to pack up and leave. None of your business, they said. Since when is Core City none of my business? I dominated these streets back when they were nothing but Biocore henchmen. I bet the Protectorate has something to do with this, and they're trying to get established here. I can smell it. Well, if they think I'm just going to sit on my hands and let the Protectorate pigs and faceless freaks run around Underrail, they've got another thing coming. We're going to get a foothold in the city no matter what. That's why I rounded up with these boys and girls here. Sophia, meet the Zone Rats and their leader, Sneaky. Hey. Sneaky, this is Sophia, the girl I've been telling you about. She makes things happen. Eh? Good to hear. Sneaky and her fine street fighters have decided to throw in their lot with us and in this endeavor. So what's the plan? There are two things that we could do with your help. With the zone rats on our side, we have enough manpower to make our presence known when the time comes. However, they're not that well equipped, and when it comes to direct conflict with the Protectorate of the Faceless, I'm afraid we'd be easily outgunned. I have an idea we can get him some hold on some energy shields that will help us stay alive on the streets. And then there's the matter of the misplaced tunneler we could use if we manage to recover it before someone else. So how to get those energy shields? Recently, the Protectorate managed to negotiate for one of the biggest Recently, the Protectorate managed to negotiate a lease for one of the biggest warehouses in the docks. We have reason to believe they're hoarding weapons, ammunition, and all sorts of goodies there. We found out from a fairly reliable source that they recently received a package of high-end energy shields. If you could infiltrate the warehouse and nab those energy emitters, that would strengthen our position and weaken the Protectorates. Sneaky has more deals on how you might be able to pull this off. So this is off Bob. He's a Protectorate soldier. Security guard, whatever they call themselves, since they're not officially allowed to have soldiers in Core City. He's a regular here at the bar. Last night he was drinking himself silly with this gauntlet girl, and per usual, blabbing about this and that. I don't usually pay much attention to him, but this time he actually said something interesting. He mentioned that there was a shipment of energy shield emitters and how they're supposedly top quality stuff that they're not allowed to use yet, which is good though, as it probably means they're still stored somewhere in the warehouse. Fool got so drunk he couldn't turn up to shift today. He rented a room here at the bar and sobered up. This has happened before, so it won't be usual for his compatriots that he's missing. You can use this to your advantage. Strike the useless oaf down to procure his armor and get a security pass. Well, I don't know if this will allow you to enter freely into the warehouse, especially considering that, unlike Bob, you're a woman, might still help once you're inside. As long as you don't attract too much attention to yourself. No simple task, eh? But very much worth doing. So, you up for it? So this is the part I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to do very easily because I'm a woman. Well, this is one of them. I was actually thinking of a different spot when I was originally going to pick being a woman, but it's going to make this area harder too, which I wasn't thinking about. Yeah, sure. That's the spirit. You should speak to Sneaky before you head out. She has some information that you find useful. And then we're going to ask about the tunnel. Let's discuss Core City matters. So you want to steal a tunneler from the Faceless? Not from the Faceless directly. Filler and Sneaky. Oh yeah, so the Faceless sent a couple of their machines boarded through the cliff face into the drop zone. Not sure what they're wanting to accomplish with that. They packed them up immediately. In one place, though, they messed up. I don't know if they miscalculated or what, but they bored right out on the cliff and plunged down, landing on some poor zoner's shack. The fall killed the crew, and the tunneler is still there now. We don't know what the state that machine is in and whether we can fix it, but it's worth a shot. There's another problem, though. A bunch of zoners gathered in the shack. The tunneler fell through a party and celebration, so you have to persuade them or leave them or remove them forcefully. After you clear the location, you gotta find a way to get the tunneler operational again. Look around the city if you can find anyone with the expertise. Be discreet about it. You up for this? Alright, I'll do it. Very good. Talk to Sneaky if you need further details. Ooh, there's a sniper rifle in here. And bullhead. Ooh. Bullhead is a very good drug. Oh, I'm so slow. More shotgun shells, good. There's merchants just around the corner, so I'm just gonna be slow for a sec. You see a boulder of a man encased in metal armor, inspecting an assault rifle, his eyes peering into the gun's chamber through the open ejection port. But the instant after you come into the store, it shifts towards you. He lowers the rifle, closing the bolt simultaneously before setting it aside and greeting it with a mean face and corresponding voice. Greetings, gunslinger. Need guns to exterminate your enemies? Need explosives to demolish anything that stands in your way? Need bullets to fuel your murderous urges? Or perhaps need armor to protect you from your weak flesh from harm? If your answer is yes to any of these questions, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Oscar's Armory. Show me what you have. So yeah, this is a good place to get some money. I think I'm going to use a repair kit on this sniper rifle and on my shotgun. And then we're going to sell them to him. That's all your money. Cool. So I got $400 out of that. Well, I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of stuff right here. We don't need any of that. A middle-aged woman smiles at you as soon as you enter her store. Her voice is bright and expressive, with constant but never too distracting changes in pitch and rhythm. Not surprisingly, her gesticulation matches the playfulness of her voice, sometimes even surpassing it, which often makes you wonder if she's going to slam her arm against the desk or knock something over. However, nothing of the sort happens in your presence. Ah, a customer. Come in, come in. I'm Darissa. I'm the owner of this little store. Might be little, but the selection of available items is huge, so take your pick. Let's see what you got. You have metal. You have tungsten steel. What if this makes more shotgun shells? We'll try it out. This is Alphabet. He's a very funny character. Basically, the developer's way of making fun of people that lug around their entire inventory, trying to sell it to shopkeepers. Aw, you need regular steel. Dang it. Okay, that was what I figured. Oh, gotta go find steel somewhere. I wonder where I do that. Okay. So I recommend one of the first things you do when you enter Core City is you go fight in the arena. Actually, there's one more place I want to go. We're gonna go over here. I got alphabets in the way. Hey, John. So, fun thing about Core City, there's almost always muggers in like random spots. Oh, he incapacitated me. Cool. That seems fair. He incapacitated me on the perfect turn. What the heck? is fun. Cool. Okay. What fucking level are you? I guess we gotta just do this. Now I can hit him, thank God. Train log. Old freight train log with all the cargoes of several weeks listed. Interesting but useless. Yeah, it's oddity in a nutshell. Man, that guy was a pain. Unfortunately, there's gonna be more muggers. That's not the last one. Oh, I want this kind of shot. Guard motions you to stop before speaking in a rigid official tone of voice. Excuse me, ma'am, but I have advised to stay on this side of the bridge. It is unsafe to go across, and as you can see, Praetorian security forces have been posted here to make sure nothing unwanted gets in the city. Thank you for the warning. I'll stay away. He nods. Have a nice day, ma'am. Bye. I'm just gonna go right on through. Please ignore your advice. Yeah, I want to clear out this area because there's a very necessary piece here. Oh! Well, I think that about sums up how this episode went. Thank you all for watching. I think I'm going to end it here. This one's been going on a bit too late. So see you next time. I won't be dead next time. We will instead be clearing out this area. Goodbye.